O come, and be our God with us. O long-sought witness for a world without. O secret seed, O hidden spring of light, come to us, wisdom. Come, unspoken name. Come, root and key and king and holy flame. O quickened little wick, so tightly curled, be folded with us into time and place. Unfold for us the mystery of grace and make a womb of all this wounded world. O heart of heaven beating in the earth, O tiny hope within our hopelessness, come to be born, to bear us to our birth, to touch a dying world with new-made hands, and make these rags of time our swaddling bands.
O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel, that mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, desire of nations, bind all people in one heart and mind. Bid envy, strife, and quarrel cease. Fill all the world with heaven's peace. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel.
I cannot think unless I have been thought, nor can I speak unless I have been spoken. I cannot teach except as I am taught, or break the bread except as I am broken. O mind behind the mind through which I seek, O light within the light by which I see, O word beneath the words with which I speak, O founding unfound wisdom finding me, O sounding song whose depth is sounding me, O memory of time reminding me, my ground of being always grounding me, my maker's bounding line defining me. Come, hidden wisdom, come with all you bring, come to me now, disguised as everything.
Greetings and blessings to each of you. During this Advent season, we are working with a theme of womb and wonder. And this is a time when we are in a womb of waiting and anticipating the celebration of the birth of the Christ child. The first time I heard those words as our theme, it caused me to reflect on an experience that I had in seminary, these many years ago. Early in my seminary experience, I was reminded of just how much I love words. And in seminary, there are lots of words that are not understood, lots of words that take time to understand. But I love words that capture my imagination. And on one particular day, two professors used the same word that I had never heard before, had no idea what it meant. That word is maieutic. Maieutic. The root of the word maieutic is the same as the root for midwife or midwifery. And the actual definition of the word in a theological sense is one that helps that which is there to be born. And so the professors helped us understand how a midwife, as we usually think of it, helps to birth a baby. But a minister helps to birth in all kinds of ways, deepening faith or even new faith. But I've been thinking about that for all of us, because I think there is a calling for all of us to be midwives. And perhaps the gift to us during this season of wonder is to birth some new things within ourselves, or to bring rebirth of things that God has planted deep within us. How can we be a midwife to ourselves during this season? How can we sense the uniqueness of who we are and the gifts that God has given to us? And sometimes it means plumbing the depths of our character, our personality, and discovering those gifts for ourselves in some new way. How's God at work in you just now? What are the gifts that are deep within that maybe you can help give birth to with some time and some intent, with prayer and with talking and listening to God? Is it a spirit of curiosity, the questioning and searching for who you really are at this stage and age in life? Is it a sense of willingness and openness to try something new, to have an adventure, something that you've not tried before? Is it perhaps to find peace with a reality with which you need to live just now? Maybe it's finding a moment of rest or a time of rest and renewal that's down underneath the busyness of all of these days of preparation. Maybe there is a gift that God has given you that needs to be surfaced and born in a way that is really a gift to yourself, to your family, to your neighbors, to your workplace, to the world. Or maybe it's forgiveness. Maybe it's giving yourself the gift of forgiveness in this season for something in the past. The list is long for all of us because there are gifts within us all that need to be surfaced, that need our help to be born and to be birthed. The real beauty of this season and the wonder of it is that from Mary's womb emerged the Christ child who is present with us to give us the strength, to give us the empowerment, to give us the energy to do that work of bringing that which is there within us to be born, to be birthed in some new way. We can each be midwives, and in a special, unique kind of way as we learn the midwifery for ourselves, it might be that we can be midwives for family or friends or someone that we know with a word of encouragement, a word of support, a word of affirmation. All of that can help birth in someone else some gift that they hadn't realized that they had. So I pray for the stillness in this season beneath the busyness, where you might talk to God and listen to God and find the power to birth something new in you. Be open to that gift that God has given. There is a P.S. to this story about my seminary days, and it's a fun one. I shared with the Calvary family one Sunday that I had learned this new word at seminary and that I felt like I had gone to seminary to become a midwife. I had a call that afternoon from sweet little Hazel Dakin, an elderly member of the church, who said, "Mary, you have no business becoming a midwife. You have too much to do with your work at Calvary." I smiled at the image that she had of me delivering babies. But in truth, I said to her, Hazel, you too can be a midwife. For with patience and with persistence and with God's help, we can birth that which is within us that perhaps hasn't been birthed, or maybe hasn't been birthed or born for a while. May we all experience the presence of Christ in this season, that we may be good midwives for ourselves and for each other. Amen.
The world waits for a miracle. The heart longs for a little bit of hope. Oh come, Emmanuel. The child prays for peace on earth, and she's calling out from the sea of hurt. Oh come, Emmanuel. And can you hear the angels singing glory to the Lamb of the world? Glory to the Light of the world is here. The drought breaks with the tears of a mother. Babies cry as the sound of love. Come down, Emmanuel. Whoa, he is the song for the suffering. He is Messiah, the Prince of Peace has come. He has come, Emmanuel. Glory to the Light of the world. 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 For all who wait, for all who hunger, for all who